Rise and shine, it's Magic Monday time. Welcome to your cosmic insights for the week of October 11th to October 17th, 2021. My name is Comet. I'm here every single Monday morning, rain or shine, Instagram, up or down. Regardless of the circumstances, I will be here on your YouTube screen, 2:30 a.m. PDT, 5:30 a.m. EDT. I'm so appreciative for everyone who comes and joins on Mondays so we can bob and weave with the curveballs that the cosmos are inevitably throwing our way. If it's gonna rain in the cosmos, don't you want to bring an umbrella? That's what Magic Monday is all about. We've got quite a few events happening this week, from a first quarter moon. We've got the sun in Libra beefing with Pluto in Capricorn, and so much more. We're breaking it down day by day and thematically. If at any point anything I say resonates with you, it's how you've been feeling, if you could just drop a like, comment, subscribe, any of those little nudges are truly so helpful in creating content. So I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. And without further ado, let's dive into the vibe check of the week. So the vibe check this week is the mixed bag of a breakup. How you oscillate from moments of, I'll be nothing without them, to I'm a baddie, I don't need a soul in this world, I've got this, I'm fly, I don't need you, papa. So that oscillation is what this week feels like. But it comes with some ups and downs. There's some healing energy in the cosmos of dialing into our own freedom. The freedom that can be found in the releasing. The freedom that can be found in the letting go. Whatever you're letting go of, whether it is, a person that no longer feels equal within your life, or a job, that meant something to you at one point, but no longer means something to you, whether it's belongings, whatever it is, you can be sure that if you're feeling this emphasis this week, that it's time to shed, it's time to release. I promise you, on the other end of going through that fire is your own freedom. Is your own opportunity to call in newness, to feel that sense of release, to feel that beautiful sense of being able to get closer to your own truth. And if you feel someone is weighing you down, if you feel like you are giving so much that you are empty and it is not reciprocal, the cosmos right now are really making us look at that. But it's struggling with the changes that are taking place and the transformations that are happening right now. And it's like transforming from one phase of your life to the next, of knowing you need to release things and doubting yourself, doubting your intuition. Is this right? Can I trust that if I release this, something new will come into my life? So the reason I say this for the vibe check, the breakup, and if anyone, is in a relationship that's healthy, I'm not talking about you whatsoever, but there is this feeling of loss permeating the cosmos at this time because Venus crossed the South Node last night, Sunday night, and Venus is love, South Node is law. So a lot of people during Mercury in Libra retrograde, if you've been reviewing, hey, this give and take does not feel equal, this week could be the week that a lot of people choose to let go, choose to release, whether it is a friend, a relationship, a colleague. Like, hey, the cosmos are with you at this time around releasing the relationships that are bogging you down. Because on the other side of going through that fire of discomfort is being more in touch with yourself, feeling more aligned with yourself, and feeling more tapped into your personal power. Like that crisis energy around a breakup, when you just feel so uncertain and excited, it's such a mixed bag, and it's like anything could happen, and you're oscillating wildly between sadness and happiness, but all of a sudden your life feels so empty. And sometimes you look at that emptiness and you're like, oh, this is so sad and depressing. This is all the places where this person used to fit in. But you could also look at that emptiness and be like, how exciting. Look at all this space I have for new things to filter in. So we're sort of oscillating between those extremes within life. And I'm going to break it down day by day. So Monday is actually a very high point. We have a really feel-good aspect that kicked us off last night. And then the moon enters Capricorn. So a very productive day. Some people may have it off. But if you don't, great day to just muscle through the task, one foot in front of the other. No other moon aspects, just the moon entering Capricorn. So that's pretty calm. So Capricorn is traditionally associated with work and accomplishments and trying to get to the top of something. But look which house it's transiting within your chart. Like, for example, I'm a Virgo rising. So Capricorn is my 5th house of fun. So for a lot of people, Capricorn moons, it's like they're just like working and hunkering down on something. For me, that's my fun time. I'm feeling creative. I'm feeling fun. So that's everyone's homework assignment, is to find out which house in their chart has Capricorn on the side. And the little symbol looks like this. And then you can dial into where you're feeling this, because we'll feel things collectively in terms of the sign, but houses are a little bit more personal. So you might notice, yes, you're feeling that drive to succeed and accomplish as Capricorn, ascend to the top of your ability. But maybe when it comes to your writing, because it's transiting your 3rd house. Maybe when it comes to college, because it's in your 9th house, so on and so forth. So that's just a fun extra layer I'm gonna dial in, because I know my Magic Monday listeners are ready for it. And just so you guys know, I did make a Magic Monday 101 video that I detail a lot of the concepts that I lightly touch on here, because it's my intention to give you your horoscope, to start your week right, but also to teach you a thing or two about astrology while you're here. I mean, why not? Tuesday the 12th is the downslope of the breakup, right? So we were feeling good. We were busying ourselves in tasks and errands, and it was almost like if you just are working hard enough, you can almost numb the feeling of your broken heart. And then Tuesday is when it like hits you, like, whoa, okay, so now I'm alone. This is something new to process. As the Capricorn moon bickers with the Libra sun, it bickers with Chiron and Aries, there's a triggering of a pain point. And when we have Sun and Chiron, there's an illumination of a pain point. And again, we can busy ourselves, we can numb it, or we can just face it. And you know, last week we had a Chiron aspect and I just started crying, walking to the park. Crying is a good thing. Crying is a release. If you're crying during a Chiron, it's almost the energy of letting the sun hit that wound and letting it begin to heal. You gotta feel it to heal it. And it'll be tempting with the Capricorn moon to suppress it in tasks and errands and all of these things. But if you feel it, of course, at work, we can't necessarily go into the bathroom and cry always, but giving yourself some space to sit with it rather than numb it. And if you are letting go of something, allow yourself to see or to start to picture all of the space that loss is creating for you, all of the new opportunities that are opening up because you've created that room. Even if they haven't shown up, even thinking, well, now I can get a green couch. And she never wanted me to get a green couch. Or now I can look for a new job with a boss who doesn't drain my mental health, because that's not something I'm used to. Even if it's not time to go for those new starts, allow yourself to flip through a magazine and daydream about what you want, or surf through the internet and daydream about the next job you'll apply to. Putting feelers out there so that you know there is an opportunity everywhere. It's also the first quarter moon, so if the Libra new moon, you started something, there was an argument that started around that time, there might be more to permeate around that story, and we're a little bit more reactive as the Libra moon does square Mars in Libra as well. Wednesday the 13th, Venus in Sagittarius sextile Saturn in Aquarius, and this is really like, with this happening after it hitting the South Node, it's almost like this victory lap around letting go of what did not allow you to be true to yourself. And there's really no price on the sacredness of being able to live the life that you want, that is in accordance with your beliefs, that is in accordance with your freedom and your individuality. And this is really like an energy around being able to solidify and this is who I am. This is what I value. This is what I want. This is what I'm here for. This is what I'm expanding into. It's like with Venus and Sagittarius, we want to feel free. And it just passed the South Node, so we could have had to shed a relationship that was crushing our freedom, or a job that was crushing our freedom, something that was impeding our ability to just be ourselves. And now we've sort of gone through that fire and we're starting to see the light on the other end. Like, community of like-minded individuals who also believe that, or spending more time with our friends who we hadn't been because we were so trapped in relationship land. There's a little flicker around remembering who you are and how beautiful it is to live a life of integrity, of a life that's in accordance with your own beliefs, and a life that allows you to feel free. On Wednesday, we do have the Capricorn moon meeting up with Pluto, so you might wake up in sort of a bad mood. fearing the worst, assuming the worst, going to, extremes with things. And it'll be void all day until 1:47. So this is not the day to bucket your very important work task. If you want to dive deeper into void mood, I did make a video, I call it Magic Monday 101, just going through astrology transit so that you can begin to learn a little deeper about the concepts that I lightly touch on in Magic Monday. And then the moon is to Aquarius, which really fixates our emotions to, the groups, organizations, humanitarian causes that we are connected to. Thursday, the 14th, the moon will meet up with Saturn, which is a little bit intense. With Aquarius moon, there can be a little bit of detachment when it comes to our emotions, which is why I was really saying on Tuesday, like, feel what is coming up, because the middle of the week, it is a Saturn ruled moon. So the tendency is going to be to restrict, to suppress, to escape. And that's going to be natural. Like, Aquarius moon does have a little bit of attached energy of intellectualizing and rationalizing the emotions that come in. And with it meeting up with Saturn, we're going to feel a little bit more restricted around suppressing. But I want you to constructively deal with what's coming up, because we're in the thick of Mercury retrograde, which can prompt a lot of interesting insights for us to utilize moving forward. And I know, hasn't Mercury retrograde been such a mess? I just really cannot. On Thursday, the 14th, the Aquarius moon will sextile Venus in Sagittarius, which is really asking us for some novelty. So you could either, avoid your emotions by eating macaroni and cheese and watching cartoons, or you can go out with the girlies. If you are processing something, I really recommend on Thursday to infuse some novelty into your life, to give yourself some sort of experience or something you couldn't have done when that particular thing was in your life. Or maybe you just wouldn't have done it if that was in your life. Going to some sort of bubble artist in the park, some sort of activity you wouldn't typically go, and realizing that every single day is an opportunity to create something new. So maybe, not everyone has Thursday off to go see a bubble artist, but maybe it is infusing something new into your work. Maybe it's talking to a different coworker. Both Aquarius and Sagittarius are very much fans of living life in accordance to their inherent truth and marching to the beat of their own drum. So let Thursday be a day to shake things up, to be your own person, to be a little unconventional, and to also to see every opportunity as a day to create something brand new. So I'm editing right now, but did you catch that? I said to see every opportunity as a day to create something brand new. That is a Mercury retrograde slip up right there. But what I meant was see every day as an opportunity to create something new. The moon will trine Mercury in Libra, making a great day to get in touch with your words, great journaling day, and great just socializing day in general. Sextile to Chiron does indicate we're starting to see the light on the other end of the tunnel in terms of the losses that we're, dealing with at this time. In the square mid-afternoon, watch for technology being very, very odd around that time. There could be random, bizarre storms around that time, or just unusual events at work that throw you off course. But again, leaning into novelty on Thursday. Expect the unexpected, stay spontaneous, and be willing to laugh at life, because things could get a little weird. Friday the 15th is absolutely beautiful. Friday the 15th is the vibe when you've gone through the fire of the breakup. You've given the stuff back, and you're really starting to feel a little bit better, like the wind is in your sails. And if you're processing breakup, obviously it's going to take you longer than a week. Just think, vibe check is like the energy of the week, right? And Friday is the time when you're finally seeing your future again. Like it was like you were so focused on the loss and the picture of your life and where that person fit in that you couldn't even see what your life was turning into. And you're starting to see the future of what your life could look like and feeling excited about it. And this is the Libra sun trining Jupiter, which is in Aquarius, feeling a little bit more optimistic moving forward about what is possible for ourselves, about what is possible for our future, about generating new ideas. The moon meets up with Jupiter. We're feeling optimistic. And this is low-key the day to shoot your shot. Keep in mind, Mercury is retrograde, so maybe not, pitching the dream, book that you've been waiting so long or the person you've been crushing on for years, but just shoot your shot to feel more confident about yourself. Like if you've been in a lull after a breakup, like this is sort of energy to just flirt with someone, just to be reminded that there are other people out there. If you're processing a friendship breakup, this is the energy around sliding into someone's DMs and being like, girl, where did you get that shirt? And just seeing where the conversation starts. This is the energy around feeling more confident and feeling more courageous moving forward and reminding ourselves, hey, there is more out there. This loss is not going to define me. In fact, it's going to create space for more, and to feel bold and feel courageous and shoot your shot, okay? Maybe not if it's like your only basketball left and it's your most precious basketball. Maybe let's wait for Mercury to go direct. But if it's just, you've got some basketballs, you're having some fun, why not shoot it? The other really great news about Fridays, not only do we have all these feel-good aspects, which we could also feel on Thursday, to be frank, because a lot of them happen in the middle of the night. We also have a void moon Friday. Who doesn't love a void moon Friday? An excuse to do no work on Friday? Sign me up. Moon will be void 5:33 to 7:22 p.m. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Love it. Guys, take off work and go to the pumpkin patch. Take off work and go see a movie. Take off work and go cuddle. Or is this the energy where you and your coworker is just such a giddy mood that really no work is being done? It is a feel-good Friday, and with a void moon, you know, if you're muscling through tasks, you're gonna find you're having technological difficulties. You can't get a hold of the person you're trying to hold on to. Having a sense of humor, especially when Venus in Sagittarius, can be healing, can be medicinal. Being able to laugh on ourselves and not taking ourselves too seriously around, got to send this email. If the email is not sending, go grab a mocha. Circle back an hour. But I will let you know right now, Friday is not going to be the most terribly productive day. So, you know, I would bucket a lot of my work earlier in the week, personally. And then the moon enters Pisces. Love a Pisces moon weekend. A weekend to just dissociate. Love it. Love it. But dissociate's kind of a mean way to say it. I should say dissolve into something that we care about, whether it is dissolving into art or dissolving into, you know, a cause we believe in, a vision. Dissolve into something. Expect to feel extra sensitive. On Saturday, Venus in Sagittarius trines Chiron and Aries, which again is the energy around not taking ourselves too seriously. Being on the other end of a breakup and finding this really pure version of ourselves that we almost forgot about. Like, oh my gosh, I forgot about you. You used to laugh at whatever. You used to wear whatever you wanted. And it's almost being able to laugh at ourselves and not take things so seriously. And that can be healing. It's trining Chiron. Like, part of this healing journey, you know, there is this illumination of our pain point with all of this Libra energy hitting that Chiron in Aries, but it's like being able to illuminate it. Yes, feel it when it comes up, but be able to not take ourselves too seriously. On Saturday, Venus in Sagittarius will trine Chiron in Aries, which is healing. This is a really healing aspect around being able to feel secure in the loss that we just dealt with and feeling whole because of it, and acknowledging where we're hurting, but also not taking ourselves too seriously, being able to laugh, being able to believe in the good in life, even when it's hard, even when it's frustrating, even when Mercury retrograde is wreaking havoc on us all, still finding excuses to laugh, still finding excuses to find things to look forward to. And still being disciplined around being able to take care of ourselves. And taking care of ourselves means feeling into those feelings deeply, giving ourselves new experiences of novelty so we feel like we're getting closer to our ideal self. With Venus in Sagittarius, there is this feeling of wanting to expand, wanting to find our freedom, to be able to acknowledge that we're hurting. You know, it's not helpful for our spirit to just ignore it like it's not happening, but also acknowledging that the best is before us. And even if we're not exactly where we want to be, we're on our way. And life is in the becoming, it's not in the destination. And I'm sorry, I can't help talking corny. Venus in Sagittarius brings it out of me. I just can't help it. Also, just have a sense of humor this week. That's all I'm saying, okay? If things get a little screwy, if things are a little bit ridiculous, find that opportunity to just giggle. That's how Sagittarius energy gets through life. Find ways to giggle, make it funny, right? The Pisces moon will square Venus in Sagittarius, so definitely overboard when it comes to pleasure, when it comes to spending, when it comes to eating, but what's life? What's living if you don't go overboard every once in a while? Mercury in Libra will also sextile Venus in Sagittarius, which is very, very flirty. So another great day to shoot your shot this weekend. Looks like shoot your shot o'clock. Am I right? These two signs are arguably probably the biggest flirts of the zodiac, and the planet of communication, the planet of love, are essentially flirting in the cosmos. So that's all I'm saying. Shoot your shot this weekend. And the Pisces moon will sextile Uranus and Taurus, which is a great time for a movie night or a painting night or something of the nature, something artistic and creative. whether you're receiving other people's art and creativity or creating your own. Sunday, the sun in Libra will square off with Pluto in Capricorn. So we're seeing the light on the end of the tunnel, right? With the sun in Libra trining Jupiter in Aquarius. We're not exactly where we want to be. And we could have this really like halfway point. Like again, it's the first quarter moon phase. We have the sun square Pluto where it's like, okay, we're starting to see that a future is possible after this huge shift or what it is that we're letting go of, but there's still so much work to be done. And you could feel blocked and feel this urge to go back to how things were, or to feel this call around, when will things go back to normal? And what Pluto is telling us right now is that there's no more normal, and the only direction of life is forward. And we can have nostalgia for what used to be, but we can't go back to that prior version of ourselves. The direction is only moving forward. So there might be some grief that you're processing, whether it's physically losing someone or just losing someone through a breakup, or even just losing a version of yourself, of even just feeling that sensation around missing that person, but also realizing I can't go back to that person because I'm different now. And that's a certain sort of grief to process. So again, feel it. It's this oscillation feeling in the cosmos of being excited what the future holds, but also missing certain elements of the past, of what used to be. And even like, you know, that feeling of feeling lost and confused. I look forward to it now, honestly, because I know whenever I feel lost, it's because I don't recognize what my life is transforming into. And that means something big is coming. When I'm feeling a little bit removed from my reality, it's like, okay, the next version of Haley is here. But when it's initially happening, you could just be like, oh, why? I need to go back to exactly how things work because I don't recognize this reality and I feel lost and I feel confused. You feel lost because you don't recognize what it is yet. And Sunday feels like Sad Girl Sunday, as the Pisces moon will meet up with Neptune. Again, heightening sensitivity, heightening escapism, just wanting to, you know, indulge, stay in bed all day. And you know, a day in bed didn't hurt anybody. Pisces moon with Neptune. This would be a great time to go for like a nice nature hike, or to give something to yourself spiritually, schedule some sort of spiritual reading or something of that nature. If you need to numb out from your responsibilities, just stay in bed. Hey, I'm not going to judge you. But Libra sun with Pisces moon meeting up with Neptune. This is a very romantic combination in terms of idealism and wanting to, you know, merge into something. So try to do something nice for yourself, but again, might be sort of Sad Girl Sunday. Just be aware of who you surround yourself with, as we're extra sensitive with the meeting up with Neptune. We could sort of take on people's energy a little bit easier. And then the Pisces moon will sextile Pluto and Capricorn, which is again acknowledging that those deep recesses of how it is that we're transforming and processing the grief that comes with living, because literally to live is to watch everything else die. And gosh, we're almost in Scorpio season. That's why Magic Monday is getting so heady. But seriously, it's almost like this acknowledgement around having to let go, but with Pisces moon, realizing what stays, which is your spirit, your soul, your journey, your beliefs. And that's why Pisces is so connected with having something to believe in, right? And because having something to believe in can be your anchor. And people can argue left and right whether, you know, religion is true or fake, whether astrology is true or fake. Regardless of any of that, if it gives you solace in this chaotic world, then that's beautiful. If it is the anchor for you, then that is beautiful. If it can guide you through transitions, then that is amazing. That's the purpose of Pisces energy, to have something to believe into. It'll be void at 4:24 in Pisces, so time to just dream, drift away into the abyss. And Pisces ruler Jupiter heads direct. With Jupiter heading direct, we could feel like our quest for meaning is more external rather than internal. Like with Jupiter retrograde, is really this deep look inward around what is it that I believe in, or how is it that I want to grow or to expand. And with Jupiter direct, it's like feeling like we're finally able to move forward within our life. Like this week is about processing the grief that came with that loss. And with Jupiter direct, it's like, but now I can go to Zimbabwe and I can wear the clothes that I've always wanted to live. And there's opportunity everywhere to find meaning, to find expansion. Friends, I hope you have the most beautiful week. The mantra, I guess it's not a mantra. I suppose it's just a quote that I like, but to thine own self be true. Truly, with the Aquarius and Sagittarius energy, This is the week to stay firm to your integrity, to what you know is best, to prioritize your own freedom, to prioritize the person that you are evolving into more so than the person that you've been, and to follow your intuition when it comes to the shifts that you need to make. A lot of us are making them. This particular Mercury retrograde is rather rough, so I feel for you if you are making these shifts, but just remember, be true to yourself. Don't know why I was so freaking corny today. I'm so sorry, but friends, if you got any value out of this video, I would so appreciate a like, comment, or share.